But if you're doing cloud PBX and you want to offer a whole package without having to explain the PBX, without having to sell devices one by one, then you better bring in numbers. So how do people get numbers? What's the cost?
All right, good question. I got some information from the carrier for ISP. For carriers, they provide two different models. The first business model is very easy to understand. They're just going to resell their resources, which is going to be telephone lines. Very traditional. They did this for many years. So they got resources, they got telephone lines. They will just resell it to people who need it.
If I want to resell the numbers, I have to sign a contract with them based on how many numbers I want or how many lines I want.
What kind of lines are you looking for? The digital line or analog or SIP trunk? They got different prices for sure. I do have an example. I got this one they mentioned in the contract. This contract, you have to sign it with them for 2 years. And this is not for SIP trunk. This is for T1, for digital trunk. They give you 23 channels, 100 numbers. This is going to be an expensive one. Maximum, they can give you 300 numbers.
Can I get more channels?
No, that's T1. You only have 23 channels maximally. This is fixed. Well, the price will be around 1,000. This is HK dollars. This is just the price they offer to you. And they will also charge you some additional fees, like labor charges, installation charges, service. And also, if this is going to be a telephone line for your building, they will also pay something for administrator.
Let's just start with the basic 23 channels, 100 numbers. That means and 130 something dollars per month, a little bit more than $1 per number. And you have to get PBXs.
The first business model, they don't provide you PBX.
Well, you have to get your own PBXs, like cloud PBX. You can do the math by yourself.
Sure.
$1 something per number, $5 something per channel.
Well,
of course, naturally, the channels are not dedicatedly assigned to numbers. So they have to use joint channel to make phone calls.
So this is the first option. You try the digital channel. Also, they provide you SIP trunk. The SIP trunk, I guess the contract also is 2 years. And if you're going to purchase SIP trunk, they will calculate by channels. Technically, you can purchase as many as you want. The limit in the contract is going to be 8 channels.
Okay, MOQ, 8 channels.
As for the numbers, I think they give us a ratio. 1 channel with 3 numbers.
1 channel
or more numbers.
By default, it's 1 channel with 3
numbers.
And the MOQ is 8
channels.
So that means 8 channels, 24
numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. The contract price, it's $90 per channel per month. Is it cheaper? Around $13 per channel per month.
It's more expensive because with T1 it's 5. But what if I want more numbers?
Well, like I said, the ratio will just be 1/3. So you purchase more channels, you will have more numbers.
So at least from this Hong Kong carrier, SIP trunk is more expensive.
Yeah.
It's probably because in Hong Kong they have a lot of T1 resources. Basically, the service provider will offer you certain numbers of channels with numbers, and you will see there is a ratio 1:3, 1:5. That means you won't have dedicated channel to numbers. When you do your package, you need to take care of that because you might have spare numbers, but probably the channels will run out first.
I don't think that's a big problem for SME users, unless you're going to run a call center. If it's not a call center, these channels are enough. Guys, we got over 800 employees. We only take 10 channels, and that's totally enough.
According to our experience, the general end user price for this kind of package is from $5 to $10 per extension per month. Well, in general, globally, of course, you should do research for your own local market. We don't know where you're from, but this is a general price. There are cheaper ones. There are $3. Like in Latin America, we got like $1.5 per user per month.
Wow.
This is the final price you can offer to your customers.
Sure.
Like $5 per extension per month, something like that. So, well, you can break it down.
And this is just the first option the service provider gives you. They also have other option. You know, the cloud solution is very popular, and also service providers, they have SIP trunks. So you guys can do something like this. You make a package. Well, the ISP, the service providers, they can do the same thing. It's something like I said. They put trunks, telephones, and also the call PBX. They give you one number One number, one phone, and they give you all the features, basic features, like IVR, voicemail, a ring group. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And the price will just be, you know, how much is it? It's $150 per month.
Hong Kong dollars, right?
Yeah, this is a rent phone. You don't own that phone. You have the rights to use it, but you don't own this phone.
If you are to combine your own service, this is the price that you are competing with.
Yeah, it might be a reference for you guys. And this is just the entry level. They also have the advanced, the pro version. Anyway, the price will be around $200 per month, close to $30. By the way, the contract is 2 years. Moneymaker, guys. Don't see this as expensive. We're not end users, so take it easy. What I'm talking about here is I just want to give you guys a reference. See, this is how they do their business. You can do the same thing. If you have the capability, you can charge even more expensive.